but you've always got to remember, like, you will always be there for you. This guy might be temporary. They might be permanent, but they also might be temporary. You will always have yourself. Hi, welcome back. So today we're gonna have a bit more of a girly chat. I've gone onto my Instagram and I've asked kind of topics you want to talk about and just any dilemmas that you want me to discuss, and I've ordered myself a little Chinese, put it in a bowl just to make it obviously easier to eat. We got a bit of sweet and sour chicken, a bit of black bean beef, mushroom rice, and I think it's like shrimp, but it's like a spicy shrimp. I can't remember what it was. I think it's like sweet chili shrimp or something, and obviously my fave, corn crackers as per. Don't know how I'm gonna eat this because I'm literally like sitting here with no like table or anything, so I'm just gonna have to hold it out whilst to eat. Let me just get out the questions and we can talk about them. Oh, I'm literally like starving. Oh my god. Oh, that was so hot. Ah! Right, let's just get into it. I feel like today I'm gonna focus more on just like boy problems maybe, because I got so many questions on Instagram about just like the single life, about mixed messages, just like a lot of like guy related stuff. So I think this is just gonna be more of a boy talk and like just try and help a few of you gals out. Oh, so someone's gone, what to do when a girl is trying to move to your man even though she knows about you? Personally, I think that's disgusting. For one, I just, no. To be honest, I reckon confront the girl. Confront her. If she is trying to move to your man, she obviously knows about it. I feel like girls, and like most people will agree, you strategically think about things. So if you are trying to speak to a guy, you're thinking practically about every single part of the process. Like if he says something, you're thinking, oh well, what does this mean? Or if he texts you something, you half swipe it, you try and decipher what you should say back. Like every single part is a process, and every single girl, I'm pretty sure, like obviously, actually let me change that, most girls, because I obviously can't say every single girl, but most girls will strategically think about things. So if she is moving to your man, it is obvious that she knows, she definitely knows what she is doing. I say confront her. Don't like go screaming at her face, but just like on a level. Plus it will show your maturity, I'm not gonna lie. Like if you just go up to her or text her or whatever and be like, look, I don't like the way you're acting with him. I feel like you are trying to basically pursue him whilst he's still in a relationship with me. Like I don't think that's on. And if she starts denying it, which I feel like she probably will, because I feel like no girl is ever going to admit that she is moving to a taken guy, at least you've spoken to her, at least you've done the civil thing. From there on out, I reckon speak to him as well. Be like, look, I don't like how this is going, like I don't like what's going on here. Try and speak to him. Maybe he'll say some stuff and it'll put into perspective that, oh, maybe she's actually not moving to him. But I think personally it is a two-way street. So if a girl's trying to move to him and your boyfriend's saying no, like go away basically, or basically ignoring her, then I don't think it's much to worry about. However, if he's feeding into it, you need to have a chat with him too. Like it's not just a one-way street, it's a two-way street. Is that the right saying? I think so. Anyway, have a chat with him too. I'm not gonna lie. See what he says. If he starts saying it's nothing to worry about and carries on speaking to the girl, and the girl carries on being like that, and you've voiced your like how you feel uncomfortable about it, there is something wrong going on there. Because if that was really a boy who cared about you, trusted you, like da 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 da, all of that jazz, then he would genuinely just go, you know what, yeah, if it makes you uncomfortable, I won't even speak to her. You know, if it makes you that uncomfortable, or he will have a chat with the girl, be like, look, you need to calm down because this ain't on. Basically, if you just speak to them, hopefully it'll work out. If it doesn't, then I'm not gonna lie, you either need to get rid of him or she needs a reality check. But personally, I feel like if they don't, like if your guy feeds into it and doesn't cut her off when you say you feel uncomfortable about it, personally, I don't think he really cares about you. Like that sounds harsh, but it's true. Like if a guy really loves you and cares about you and a girl is moving to him and you feel uncomfortable about it, he should realistically speak to the girl or he should cut the girl off. It's unnecessary stress. I'm not gonna lie, like that's how I see relationships. Like stuff like that makes me feel like I should be happy, I should be like having the time of my life basically, and I'm stressing over another girl. So that's honestly what I think you should do. So someone said mixed messages. The guy I'm speaking to gives such mixed signals. I don't know if he likes me. See, I have two different opinions about this, because I feel like I need to actually eat some of this. It's supposed to be a mukbang. I barely ate anything. It was so good. So mixed messages, I feel like, once again, I feel like this could just be like a record playing over and over again. Speak to them. It might be difficult because you might not want to outright be like, look, I fancy you, but generally just speak to them. If you think that they're acting up and they're being a bit weird, like they're being nice to you or saying nice things and the next day ignoring you, you need to tell them. Some people just genuinely don't know what they're doing wrong, and it needs to be pointed out. I don't know how to put this, but some guys just genuinely don't know that they're giving you mixed signals. So speak to them. Look, I don't know what's going on here. Like, for example, just say like, I don't know, if they're getting jealous of other guys speaking to you, be like, well, you're getting jealous over these guys. You're being super nice, you're complimenting me, you're doing this, you're doing that, but other days you completely ignore me. I want to know what's up. Maybe they will say to you, like, maybe there is a reason for it. Maybe there is a reason for why those times that they ignored you, or those times that they were a bit off, there was something going on, or I don't know. Honestly, there could be a billion and one reasons. So genuinely speak to them. Speak to them. If you speak to them and they're like, oh no, like, what do you mean? Or like, they kind of just carry on doing it, genuinely reevaluate it. Once again, in a relationship, realistically, obviously it's never going to be like positive, but most of the time you should be having the time of your life. You should be with someone that you love, you enjoy spending time with, all of that kind of stuff. So if you are stressing because they are being 50-50, they're like being nice and then not the next, you need to reevaluate whether that is what you want, and whether that is something that you can see in the future actually being something good for you, rather than, oh yeah, like he's fit, I'm just gonna carry on because he's fit. Okay, so opinions on friends with benefits. I've had a friend with benefits for a month, but I want more. Personally, I feel like friends with benefits should be with someone. It shouldn't even be friends with benefits, it should genuinely be a fuck buddy. Like, that's how I see it. Like, I don't feel like you can have sex with a friend and carry on like just as normal, because I feel like eventually it will get a bit more than that. Eventually someone will catch feelings, someone will get hurt. I say I don't believe in it, but I feel like you need to be on a level with each other the whole time. Like, you need to just be honest the whole time. If you don't want a relationship with them, that's the thing though, like, even if you're thinking about a relationship when you've got into like a friends with benefits thing, you're more than likely to catch feelings. Or even if like you're like attracted to them more than just physically, like you like their vibe, their personality, all of that, I feel like getting into a friends with benefits for that is just not going to end up well. If you're unavailable for each other but you do want a relationship, or you think they're more attractive than just the physical appearance, it is more than likely going to end up someone will catch feelings, someone will get hurt. Because that's the thing, I feel like when you get into friends with benefits, 9 times out of 10 it's because you're not ready for a relationship. Otherwise, why wouldn't you just start dating? Like, why wouldn't you start going out on dates and all of that, and then that's going to lead to sex anyway, isn't it? Basically, my opinion on friends with benefits is it's difficult to have basically a friend that you can fuck without there being something more eventually. I just personally feel like it's really difficult to be in a friends with benefits and not catch feelings. Eventually it will happen. So, some girls have told me my boyfriend is on Tinder, but he said he deleted it. What do I do? Oh my god. I feel like this is quite a common thing. There was only one girl on my Instagram that actually popped up and said it. However, I've known in the past a few people that have had the same issue. And basically the one thing I can say is Tinder does not keep a profile up forever, okay? I can't remember, let me look it up. They keep it on, I feel like. They have to be active. So Tinder shows users in your stack who have been active for 7 days, like for the past 7 days, so for the past week. So basically, if a girl has come up to you or they've texted you or whatever, be like, look, I've seen your boyfriend on Tinder and you've been dating this boy for a few months, or you've been dating them for like 6 months, I don't know, whatever, and they go, yeah, like I've seen him on Tinder, send you screenshots or whatever, just know that their profile has been active in the last 7 days. So do with that what you will, but personally, if I was in that situation, I would deadass show him it and be like, look, you've been on it in the last 7 days, because that's literally how Tinder works. So what's going on? Like, because this isn't okay. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, if you're in a relationship, your mind should only be on that person. If your mind is drifting to anyone else, or even thinking about drifting to anyone else, you shouldn't be with that person. You really shouldn't. You should just be single. Or if you just can't handle being with only one person, you shouldn't be in a relationship. You shouldn't, because you will end up hurting someone. Tinder is such a sticky little app that, my god, I feel like it would cause so many problems. Oh my god. Okay, if you've never had black bean beef, have it. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's go on to the next question. I've been talking to this boy for 5 to 6 months and he's still not asked me to be his girlfriend. Am I being used? Is this a scam? I don't know what to do. Just from personal experience, I spoke to a boy for about 5 to 6 months. It was going perfect. We went on loads of dates. It was going great. I took him to meet my friends. I'd met some of his friends. And I remember him literally, when he met my friends, it was at a party. And he was saying like how lucky he is to be like, not dating, but like to have a chance at me and all this kind of jazz, like trying to hype it up basically. And I really fancied this guy, so I was like, oh my god, like this is amazing. Yeah, 3 days later I got told that he basically went on a date with another girl. And I'm one of them people that it's like, if we're in the talking stage, I will stay loyal. And I kind of expect the guy to stay loyal, because it's kind of like, well, we're both pursuing each other, we're trying to see what's going on here. You can't really do that if you're trying to pursue someone else. I don't know, like 5 to 6 months and they've still not asked you to be girlfriend. I don't know. I guess some people take longer. However, yeah, for me, and it seems like for this girl, it seems like it's getting to that point where it's like, right, it's been a while. Like, come on, I want to know what's going on. And I get that though, because it's like, well, technically, if you're in the talking stage, there's no like actual rule to be like loyal or whatever. It's just kind of like a thing that most people do, like just stay loyal during the talking stage. But then again, he could genuinely fuck off. He could meet another gal, hit it off and leave it, and you've just wasted 5 6 months of your life. So that is a bit, but I reckon, once again, broken record time, I reckon just have a chat with him, speak to him, be like, look, we've been talking for a little while now and I just wanted to see, like, don't like do the what are we, because god do men hate that, they do. So I reckon just be like, oh, like, do you see this going anywhere? Like, what are you vibing with? Like, what is on your mind in terms of us? Like, what do you think is going on? Because you don't want to be in like the unknown forever. And like, yeah, imagine if it starts getting even longer. What if you're talking for like a year and you've still not made it like official, or like not official but like even just exclusive? Because for that scares me a little bit. Like, if I was talking to someone for so long and we hadn't even like made it a bit like exclusive, not even like be like, yeah, we're girlfriend boyfriend, but kind of make it like known that, well, we're talking, because anything could happen in that time. Anything really. They could start talking to a new girl, you might not know about it. And like when I said about the guy I was speaking to before, it genuinely felt like I was being cheated on, even though I wasn't with this boy. But because I spoke to him for quite a while, it was like, oh, I kind of thought we were a thing. So you going on a date with another girl genuinely felt like I had been cheated on. Officially, I hadn't. A few people have said about being single during cuffing season. So obviously it's like December time. It is cuffing season officially. And a few other people have commented about being single in lockdown. So obviously with the situation we are in, there are a bit of both, aren't they? Cuffing season and lockdown. Oh, lovely. During lockdown, I won't even lie to you, there was times where I was like, I really want to be in a relationship now. I thought about it, I was like, oh, it'd be perfect to just be able to call up the guy I'm seeing or whatever, or my boyfriend, and be like, hi, like, had a shit day, can I come over? Or I don't know, just it'd be nice to have someone to call or someone to just like constantly talk to. And yeah, like I don't know, like during lockdown I really deeped it, and I think it was because I wasn't seeing as many people and it just felt a bit lonely. It was a bit like, oh, I wish I was in a relationship, especially TikTok. TikTok is the devil. It's the devil. There were so many days where I'd be going through TikTok and my TikTok automatically just changed into relationship TikTok. So I'd be going through and I'd just be seeing all these like relationships and I'd be like, oh my god, leave me alone, leave me alone. But as we came out of lockdown, something I realised, and I think it's mainly because of like this vlogmas stuff and like my studies and everything, it's like if I see someone or like spend the day with someone, I feel like I've fallen so behind, because I do try and get a lot done in a day, especially with all this vlogmas stuff. I'm trying to like video and edit almost like every day, and now I've realised, well, if I meet someone for a day, I feel like I've fallen behind. So almost like bad bitch kind of mentality. For me right now, it feels like guys are almost getting in the way a little bit, and yeah, I don't know. Personally, I did, like, I can't lie and say like, oh no, like be your baddest bitch, like fuck men, you know. I can't even say that, because it's just like, well, I went through a little stage where I really wanted to be in a relationship not that long ago, like a few weeks ago. But now it's just like, well, I'm trying to focus on myself, build myself, trying to get my YouTube to grow. I'm trying to catch up on studies, and soon enough I'm going to be back to work as well. So I'm going to be obviously trying to earn as much money as possible. And it's like focusing on yourself takes up so much time. And now, like within these last few weeks of being out of lockdown, I feel like I'm literally busy every day. So if I do want to meet up with even just like a friend, I've got to like pre-plan that everything is to be ready so I can have that whole day off. And for me, like I'm thinking, well, if I had a boyfriend, I'd want to see them quite often. So it would be so stressful, me trying to get it done every single time, like every single day. It'd be like, how do I put it? Like, I don't even know how to put it. It's just like every single time that I'm like, oh, I want to go meet them, I'm gonna have to prep almost for it. Obviously it won't be the same for everybody, but that's just personally like how I'm thinking about it. Obviously if I end up catching feelings or falling for someone that honestly makes me happy and makes me enjoy life, I will set aside most of my stuff for them. But you've always got to remember, like, you will always be there for you. This guy might be temporary. They might be permanent, but they also might be temporary. You will always have yourself. So that is why I'm trying to focus and trying to build myself before I build a relationship with anyone else. Something I've always also had in my head is, I feel like some people are made to be single and some people are made to be in a relationship. I feel like I'm the relationship person, because I just give. I give so much. I love just giving, and it's not like, I don't mean like physical gifts, I mean like I love being there for someone, I love caring for someone, I love, if they've had a bad day, I love going out of my way to try and cheer them up. Like I genuinely find almost joy in doing it. Like I just feel more, I don't know what the word is, but it's just like I give so much, so I feel like I'm more suited for a relationship. But right now I'm at that point where I'm like trying to just build myself. But that's literally not the question that was asked at all. Basically, if you are single in cuffing season, don't stress at all. I'm not being funny. If you want to go to all these Christmas fairs, get your girls and go there. Trust me, you will have a laugh. Go drinking with your girls, go plan things with your girls. As soon as you start thinking, oh, I wish I had a guy here right now, I wish I could have a cuddle with someone, call up your girls, go do something, invite them round, do something, because then that will make you stop thinking constantly. Because I feel like that was my problem with lockdown, because I was alone so much and I didn't really have the accessibility to just call up my friends and be like, yeah, come over, or let's go do something. You couldn't really do that in lockdown. So obviously in my head, on and on and on, I'm thinking, oh, I wish I had a guy, I wish I could isolate with like my boyfriend if I had one. Like, your life does not revolve around love. It doesn't revolve around finding someone. It revolves around you finding yourself first of all. However, obviously, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've seen so many quotes about that, being like, you need to find yourself before you can find anyone else. Sometimes you need to find someone to build yourself, because I feel like with all the relationships I've been in the past and all the bad crap that has happened between me and these guys, I have built myself up so well now that I feel like I'm so much more stronger, I'm so much more thick-skinned. I feel like the next relationship I get in will be much better than the last, because it's like, well, I've built myself, I've kind of grown, I've learned and all of this, and it's just like, I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea where I'm going with this. I just ramble sometimes. Yeah, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on, all of it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Adios, goodbye, ciao, peace.